And as I came around to the top of the lap, my coach Pete yelled at me to slow down, Ben. He was like, slow down, Ben. And like a couple of seconds later, the rest of my teammates come through and he yells at them to pick it up, guys. And like, I got so frustrated that at the end of that rep, I confronted him and I was like, what is it, Pete? Why do you not want me to achieve success? Is it because you're worried about me breaking your records, or what is it? And he was like, Ben, you tend to go to the well just a little too often. And the rest of the athletes, they're loafing. They need to pick it up. And that was when I realized that a good coach will push you, but a great coach knows when to hold you back. You have to run slow to run fast. The hardest part of running sometimes is just getting dressed and getting out the door. Like, if you don't feel like running, that's totally fine. But I don't remember who told this to me, or maybe I read it somewhere, but they said something like, if you don't feel like running, you still got to get dressed, put your shoes on, and at least step outside. And at that point, if you still don't feel like running, then that's fine, don't run. But you still have to get dressed, step outside, because 90% of the time, you get out there, you're gonna do your run. The biggest gains that you're gonna see as a runner come from the littlest of things. Sprinting at 97% is actually faster than sprinting at 100%, because at 100%, you tend to tense up and maybe end up looking like this. The fastest runners in the world actually have super short strides. And by short stride, I mean landing with your foot underneath your center of gravity and picking your foot up before it has a chance to get too far behind you. Your muscles are actually a lot like this bouncy ball. Your muscles and tendons are elastic, much like this bouncy ball, and they can return energy from the previous step. And the more energy you return from the previous step, the less energy you need to create the next step. The paradox is that the tighter your muscles are, the faster you can run. Usually with running, you want to be super calm and relaxed, but on a race day, the more nervous you are, the faster you're gonna run, and that is scientifically proven. Injuries actually can make you stronger, especially when it comes to bones, because stress fractures heal stronger than they were before, making it significantly unlikely that you'll fracture the same place ever again. Most of the improvement in running actually comes from recovery and not the workouts. So if you're pounding workouts but not recovering, you might not see improvement. So when I was in university, we had a rule on our cross-country team that if you wanted to drop out of a race, you first had to catch at least one person ahead of you. And the reason is because oftentimes when you feel like crap and you want to drop out, sometimes you just need a change of pace. So you might as well at least change by an acceleration first and see if that doesn't make you feel better before dropping out. And sometimes the act of passing someone will reinvigorate you and get you excited to keep going anyway.
So that'll be interesting to see.
A long break from running can actually improve your VO2 max. Kira D'Amato, for example, took 5 years off of running before coming back to break the American record in both the marathon and the half marathon. One of the biggest fears people have on like a hot day is dehydration, but it's actually hyponatremia that is way more dangerous. So make sure you're getting electrolytes and not just water replacement. The smoother your stride is, the slower you appear to be running. Just look at Usain Bolt versus these cameramen at the exact same speed. You can get to know someone way better through 1 minute of silent hard running next to them than through hours of conversation. The fastest way to improve at running is with patience. It's not about crushing a couple of big workouts here and there. It's about consistently putting in work over a long period of time. If you can do that, you'll be surprised at just how fast you'll improve. You can get faster by running less. Both in high school and college for me, I beat dozens and dozens of people who ran way more mileage than me. The answer is not always more miles. Solomon's paradox says that even though we might be great at giving advice to others, we're oftentimes terrible at heeding that advice ourselves because we struggle to objectively view our own situation. Hence the reason you need a running coach. Denny! Lost your shoes. Shout out to Doherty Coaching. DOMS, D-O-M-S, delayed onset muscle soreness. You're actually more sore 48 hours after an event or race because your muscles have to tear down before they can rebuild. All right, in science, F equal ma. Force equals mass times acceleration. However, in running, it's not so simple because in running, if mass drops below a certain amount, acceleration also tends to plunge. It's a sort of paradox that defies science because in most aspects of life, this equation holds true. But in running, losing too much weight can actually slow you down and hinder your performance. On a hot summer day like today, you might think the best way to stay cool while running is to wear as little as possible. But a white tech t-shirt like this will actually keep you more cool. The reason being for two things. One, it'll reflect sunlight off of you and keep your skin cooler. And it'll also help with wicking moisture off of you so you can continue to sweat and cool your body that way as well. One of the paradoxes that I heard Dakota talking about recently is that with running, it never gets easier. You just get faster. All right, number 23, the burnout paradox. I'm gonna let Ron Dawes share this one with us. Ready? The glory was short-lived. In my track season, I again fell into a trap I had dug myself. As my time slowed, I trained harder, which in turn brought slower times. Fortune, I felt, had played a trick on me again. Number 24, the best paradox of all. The simple act of putting one foot in front of the other can yield life-changing consequences. Come on, brother. Give me some Crocodile DK.
We filming? We live?
Sometimes you have to approach them from a certain direction to go in.
Good, how are you doing, buddy?
My goal is to show you how to know which shoe is the right one for you. I saw Sam's lost. Check it out.
There's
Colin
nothing
here.
left to see.
He's a run and poop expert.
You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease.